Hello new friend from Galveston. Welcome to Galveston, Texas in Flight Simulator. I have made 2 videos flying over Galveston. This video will cover Northeast Galveston and part 2 will cover Southwest Galveston. For part 1, we will depart from Scholes International Airport. From there, we will fly over these 16 places of interest: Galveston Go-Karts and Fun Center, Schreiber Park, Walmart Supercenter, off Seawall Boulevard, Fort Crockett, Red Roof++ Galveston, Beachfront, McGuire-Dent Recreation Center at Menard Park, Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier, Austin Elementary, Galveston Island Beach Patrol, the Galvestonian, Rapids ID Card Office, Lindale Park, Texas A&M University at Galveston, Galvez Shopping Center, Palm Beach at Moody Gardens, and Schlitterbahn Waterpark Galveston. Operated and maintained by the City of Galveston. GLS is a general aviation airport. It has seen several airlines. From the 1930s until 1953-54, Braniff flew to Houston International, later named William P. Hobby Airport. Trans-Texas Airways (TTA), the forerunner to Texas International Airlines, arrived in the 1950s. Until 1972, TTA Convair 600s flew non-stop to both Houston and Beaumont, Port Arthur, and direct to Dallas and Austin. Later, Galveston was served by Houston Metro Airlines de Havilland of Canada, DHC-6 Twin Otters to Houston Intercontinental Airport, IAH. Some stopping at Clear Lake City, CLC Airport, near the NASA Johnson Space Center. A commuter airline, Texas Airlines, also served the airport in the mid-1980s with Piper Navajos to Houston Intercontinental Airport. The airport's master plan considers the potential return of airline service as well as the trend of corporate aircraft and oil industry helicopter activity. In preparation for increased corporate activity, the plan considers the extension of the primary runway, 1836, from 6,000 by 150 feet to 7,100 feet. It can now accommodate aircraft as large as a Boeing 767. During World War II, it was redesignated a United States Army Air Corps base and named Galveston Army Airfield. United States Army Corps of Engineers, using funds made available by Congress through the Civil Aeronautics Authority, constructed 3 6,000-foot, 1,800 meters long, hard surface runways at the airport to accommodate Army aircraft. In January 1943, Galveston Army Airfield was officially activated by the 46th Bombardment Group, flying the Douglas A-20 Havoc in the anti-submarine role in the Gulf of Mexico until replaced by the 10th Anti-Submarine Squadron, flying RM-37 Lockheed Venturas. The field was primarily used for replacement crew gunnery training by the 407th Fighter Bomber Group, with targets being towed to the gunnery range at nearby Oyster Bay. The installation cost $7 million and at its peak had some 2,500 personnel assigned. It was deactivated on November 15, 1945, with ownership reverting to the City of Galveston. The existing terminal was completed in 1949 and renamed Scholes Field in honor of airport manager and aviation pioneer, Robert Bob Scholes. As late as 1948, it was an active seaplane base for sectional aeronautical charts SACO-5. Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier opened in the summer of 2012. It has 1 roller coaster, 15 rides, carnival games and souvenir shops. The new pier complex is located where the original Pleasure Pier stood from 1943 until 1961, when it was destroyed by Hurricane Carla. The original Pleasure Pier featured rides, an arcade, an aquarium, concessions, a large ballroom, named the Marine Ballroom, and fishing at the end of the pier. It was also the site of the USS Flagship Hotel. An over-the-water hotel built in 1965 that was demolished after Hurricane Ike in 2008. Before the renovation, there had been almost no maintenance in over 70 years, resulting in the pier having exposed reinforcing steel with accelerated corrosion and concrete spalling with piles, beams, joists, and reflective overhead flat plates. Because of this, extensive structural concrete restoration was needed. Repairs were eventually completed using shotcrete strut and finished in alignment with pre-existing materials making up the pier. The pier was a filming location for the 2021 comedy drama Red Rocket. The pier was also featured in the 2022 animated comedy Beavis and Butthead to the Universe. As of 2020, Galveston, Texas has an estimated population of 53,695. Galveston's first European settlements on the Galveston Island were built around 1816 by French pirate Louis Michel Ory to help the fledgling Empire of Mexico fight for independence from Spain. Along with other colonies in the western hemisphere of the Americas and Central and South America in the 1810s and 1820s. The port of Galveston was established in 1825 by the Congress of Mexico following its independence from Spain. The city was the main port for the fledgling Texas Navy during the Texas Revolution of 1836, and later served temporarily as the new national capital of the Republic of Texas. In 1865, General Gordon Granger arrived at Ashtonville and announced to some of the last enslaved African Americans that slavery was no longer legal. During the 19th century, Galveston became a major U.S. commercial center and one of the largest ports in the United States. It was, for a time, Texas's largest city, known as the Queen City of the Gulf. It was devastated by the unexpected Galveston hurricane in 1900, whose effects included massive flooding and a storm surge which nearly wiped out the town. The natural disaster on the exposed barrier island is still ranked today as the deadliest in United States history, with an estimated death toll between 6,000 and 12,000 people. The city subsequently re-emerged during the Prohibition era of 1919 to 1933 as a leading tourist hub and a center of illegal gambling. In 1947, buildings in the city were damaged when a ship carrying 2,200 tons of ammonium nitrate exploded at the nearby port of Texas City in what became known as the Texas City disaster. The island's economy began a long stagnation. Many businesses relocated off the island during this period, but healthcare, insurance, and financial industries continue to be strong contributors to the economy. Texas A&M University at Galveston is an ocean-oriented branch campus of Texas A&M University offering both undergraduate and graduate degrees. Students enrolled at Texas A&M University at Galveston, known affectionately as Sea Aggies, share the benefits of students attending Texas A&M University campus in College Station. Tampa is located on Pelican Island, offering benefits for its maritime-focused majors. The campus's academic programs are ocean-focused. It is the home of the Texas A&M Maritime Academy and has a Navy option-only NROTC unit on campus. Marine Corps option NROTC cadets must attend the main campus in College Station. Texas A&M University at Galveston began in 1962 as a marine laboratory and is the home of the Texas Maritime Academy. Of Texas A&M University, which is now known as Texas A&M Maritime Academy. The federal government donated the first training ship, the Texas Clipper, to the Maritime Academy in 1965. In 1968, the campus was expanded with a 100-acre, 0.40 square kilometers donation by George P. Mitchell on Pelican Island. Land was donated again in 1993 with an additional 35 acres, as well as 14 acres on Teichman Road to house TEX, the sailing and rowing teams. Since then, academics at Texas A&M and Galveston have been distinctively focused on the ocean, in the fields of marine biology, marine sciences and oceanography, administration, and engineering. Enrollment included 91 students in 1971. Enrollment at TAMIC increased from 551 in 1987 to more than 2,000 students in 2012. Students originate from 49 different states in the District of Columbia. Science and engineering majors amount to 75% of the student body, 43% are women, and about 50% reported themselves to have been in the top 20% of their high school classes. About 57% plan to pursue a master's or PhD degree and about 65% receive some type of financial aid. On-campus housing is available and may be required for some students. The campus offers volleyball courts, a gym, a pool, tennis courts, an indoor basketball court, a student center, and many other amenities. Changes and modernizations are happening fast, with recently added residential dormitories and a new Corps of Cadets dorm. The 26-acre Schlitterbahn Park in Galveston opened in 2006. The park features the most thrill rides of any of the Schlitterbahn parks and is home to the world's former record holder of the world's tallest water coaster, Massive. As it lost its record to tsunami surge at Hurricane Harbor, Chicago at 86 feet tall. Massive opened in 2016 and features the most current technology including water and power-saving features never used before. Although it had lost its record for the tallest water coaster, Massive still holds the Guinness Book of World Records title for the tallest water coaster and is 81 feet 6 inches tall.